Hey guys, if you don't know me, my name is Nick. I am a full-time reseller on Instagram, Poshmark, and eBay, while also being a full-time college student at the University of Minnesota, or right now the University of Zoom in my living room because of our friend coronavirus. Today, I have another What Sold Last Week video for you. As always, I'm sorry for my acne. Anyway, as always, I'm going to put up the things that I sold right here. I'm going to start with my Poshmark sales, and then I'll move on to my eBay sales. And then finally, I'll close it out with my Instagram sales. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this little behind the scenes look of my sales. This is going to be really late. This video is being filmed on the 13th of August, even though this is for the week of Saturday, August 1st through Friday the 7th. So last week. Sorry that it's very swooshy out here. And I'm not wearing my AirPods, I just realized, but I'm not starting over. So we're a minute into it. Let's get into what I sold on Poshmark last week. I have my laptop down to my left, and so that's what I'm looking down at if you see that. But the first thing I sold on Poshmark this week was this pair of TopShop high-waisted paper bag waist pants. If you don't know, high-waisted paper bag waist pants are very popular, especially very mainstream popular. Everybody likes them, everybody wears them, they're very flattering. This particular pair was by the Nordstrom brand. Well, not necessarily, but only sold at Nordstrom in the United States. TopShop. Not super high dollar, but they sold for $29. The next thing I sold was another brand that is a UK brand, just like TopShop. It was a River Island, spaghetti strap dress. It was a size 8, and it sold for $25. It was really kind of interesting. It was like shiny plissé fabric, so like mini pleats. Plissé means pleated in French. So that's what that was. And that was sold at ASOS. The next thing that I sold was a pair of vintage Star printed mom jeans. That I picked these up on clearance at Plato's Closet for like $3 or $4. I thought they were so cool, and I figured somebody would want them. I actually got them before 4th of July because I thought somebody was going to want them for 4th of July. But they sold now, and they sold for I had them listed at $45. I got a $35 offer for them, and I was like, go. New home for you. Next, this is a cashmere sweater by the brand Cocoon. And it's a New York-based cashmere label. I found this in my grandparents' tiny little town in Iowa, and it sold for $60, which is good for me. It went to Brooklyn, New York, which I love Brooklyn, New York, and so every time I sell something there, it makes me happy because I want to move there, and so anyway, yes, that sold for $60. Then I sold this pair of Coach heeled leather boots. Now, as I am filming this video, I won the case today. I actually had somebody file a case against me on these boots, and it was a wild one. It was one of the weirder cases that I've ever had, because the woman who bought them claimed that she didn't buy them, but she sent me an offer on these boots. She sent me a $30 offer, which I took, and so when she got them, she claimed that she didn't buy them, that her estranged ex-boyfriend bought them. Maybe I'll post the screenshots in here, but it went on and on, and she actually mailed me the boots, or supposedly mailed them back outside of Poshmark's approval. Now, they haven't showed up yet, but I would not be surprised if they do, so I might get to resell these and keep my money. But you can't do that. You can't ship something back to somebody without Poshmark approving a case, so they'll automatically side with the seller. And so it was weird, and she kept saying weird things, and then she changed her story halfway through, because at first she was saying it was like a fraudulent charge on her card, and that nobody she knew did this or whatever. And then all of a sudden she's like, and my estranged ex-boyfriend bought these and had them shipped to my house. And I'm like, why is your estranged ex-boyfriend buying a pair of size 8 women's boots? Weird. Anyway, that was too much of that. But nonetheless, they sold for $30. I've had them forever. I got them at a garage sale for $1. Next is this Anthropology cardigan sweater. It sold for $15. I could have got more for this, but I just did not like it very much, and I had it for quite a while, and I just wanted it to move on out. Then I sold this sweater by the brand Faribault Woolen Companies. I'm from Minnesota. Faribault is a city in Minnesota, and they have a woolen mill there, and it's really expensive stuff. They have it at all kinds of boutiques around the Minneapolis area where I live. And this particular sweater cost $250 new. I did sell it for $110 to somebody in Minneapolis, 10 minutes from where I live. So good for her. She got a deal. Then I sold this wooden ship's Cocoon cardigan. If you don't know, wooden ships is sometimes sold at Anthropology, sometimes not. I don't think this piece was, or at least I couldn't find a stock picture, so I just listed it as wooden ships, but people really do like this brand a lot. It's very soft. They're kind of like open knit, or open weave, like knits, very soft cocoon style cardigans and sweaters and such. And I thought this one was actually pretty cute, and so it sold for $30. Then this next sale was a Lucy, like, it was like an athletic, like kimono style top. Now I had actually had this listed for like a year at like, and it got down to like $15, and I actually relisted it for $25, and she offered me $22 about an hour later, and I took it. So relisting does work if you have some extra time. I usually choose to list new things over relisting, but it works. Also, I'm apologizing in advance for this like wacky lighting. I'm outside. There's cars driving past me. We're just doing our best to get this video filmed because I have been procrastinating it all week long. Okay. After that American Idol-esque concert I just gave for you, I sold this 5-piece bundle of a pair of Eileen Fisher flats, J. Crew high-waisted skinny jeans, La Fée Verte sweater, which means the green fairy, so Tinkerbell, then a Orvis men's like pullover sweatshirt, and finally a pair of Born ankle boots. It was all very cute stuff. This was purchased by a woman who's one of my repeat shoppers. I love her. She buys stuff on Instagram and Poshmark for me, and I'm always so happy when she does. I love my repeat shoppers because they're really keeping me going here. But anyway, that whole bundle of stuff sold for $150. And I give people good deals if they buy things from me often. By the way, if you want to hop on that little trend, I won't be mad. But next was a pair of Polo Ralph Lauren Varick slim straight jeans. These were a pair of men's jeans. They were a size 36 and they sold for $30. Then I sold another bundle of Dose items. One was a Style & Company high-waisted dress. I wouldn't usually put Style & Company on Poshmark, but I thought this dress was really kind of cute and perfect for summer. And then a mystery like tunic tank top, another brand iffy on Poshmark, but they sold together for $30, which is way more than I would have got at like Clothes Mentor for them if I would have taken them there, which is what I usually would have done. So good for me. Anyway, then I sold a pair of vintage Nike Cortez sneakers. They're very cute. They had the box and everything, and they sold for $65. And then, on a less exciting note, I sold a pair of men's size 10 Converse for $10. These were actually my shoes that I wore for several years. They were beat. Like, they were worn. And so for $10, I mean, I already got my use out of them, so I said, enjoy your new home. They're green. Then I sold this pair of Corks by Corki's ankle boots that I got at the bins for $40. That was a good sale. And then I sold a Polo Ralph Lauren D-ring like canvas belt. I got this with a bunch of other belts from somebody I do consigning for, and so that sold for $18. I sold an LL Bean long like sweater knit cardigan for $25. I sold a vintage Levi's denim trucker jacket for $55. I love selling vintage Levi's jackets, by the way. One of my best sellers. They always sell for between $50 and $70. And I find them at the bins all the time. And so, you know, pro tip, if you're out and about and you see a Levi's denim like big old jacket, it can be worn, it can be beat to hell, and they will still, more beat up the better, actually. People love that, like super worn in look. And so buy those if you see them. I would pay up to like $15 for them because they always sell for at least like $50 to $70. Then I sold another vintage distressed jacket. It had the cornflakes bird on it. I actually did all the distressing on this myself, and I've actually had it for a while. I had it listed at $55. Somebody offered me $35, and I just took it because it was a big bulky jacket and I needed more. I want to get the room so I can, you know, put more things there. So I sold that for $35. And then I sold a bundle of 2 items, a Banana Republic chunky knit sweater and a Anthropology pair of jeans. And this was sold to a viewer / Instagram follower. So if you're watching this, thank you so much. And she bought the 2 of them together for $40. And so I made $32 on that. And then the last thing that I sold this last week was this Soft Surroundings hoodie moment. It was $23. I got it for free. And so I have no complaints in that department. And so this last week, not this week, last week, I grossed $877 on Poshmark. And after $175.40 in Poshmark fees, I netted $701.60. Not too shabby in my opinione. So next we will move on to eBay for last week. I sold 3 things for a gross of $130. I got things on my hands. I'm sorry, I'm dropping crap on my legs. The first thing I sold was a pair of men's polo, like khaki shorts. These sold for full price of $25. The next thing I sold was a pair of Peter Millar, I don't know, red swim trunk, like board shorts. Those sold for $25 as well. And then I sold 2 pairs of men's Brooks Brothers, like wool dress slacks for $70. 2 pairs sold to the same person, $35 a piece or $70 for the both of them. And so that was 3 things I sold on eBay last week. Now, moving on to what I sold through Instagram. Now, if you don't know, I have a Instagram account. It is at NCI_resale. It is linked below. Now, if you follow me, I do these things called haul o'clock. They are my little, I'm not going to say trademark because they're not trademarked. I know I'll get in trouble with the FTC, but they're like my thing. I do hauls. People like to watch them, to learn labels, to see what I'm picking up, to see me describe things, but as well as they can shop them. And so these are all things people bought right off of my Instagram story through a DM. I PayPal invoiced them, and so because of that, I don't have pictures of these things because they would just be blurry screenshots, and so that doesn't do you or me any good, but I will go through them. I have them all written out with the prices that I sold them for, and so I'll just read them off. But the first thing I sold was an Anthropology Ronna Gill dress for $45. I sold a Rag & Bone short sleeve t-shirt for $25. I sold a We the Free top for $28. I sold a vintage striped dress for $35. I sold the cutest dinosaur like vintage rug. It was this little kid's rug for $12. I sold a Anthropology A++ size top and a Torrid dress together for $40. I sold a bundle of a pair of Levi's jeans and a pair of vintage Zana D high-waisted shorts in a bundle together for $50. I sold a Patagonia flannel for $25. I sold a pair of Madewell jeans for $40. I sold a bundle of 3 things: Madewell jeans, a Free People blouse, and an embroidered blouse that I can't remember the name of for $75. I sold a pair of vintage Calvin Klein jeans for $30. I sold a pair of Revice jeans for $45. Those were so cute. They were like split hemmed. Oh, they were cute. And then last thing I sold on Instagram last week was a pair of AG Adriano Goldschmied high-waisted black jeans for $60. They were new with tags. And so on Instagram, I grossed $510. Now, since I do Instagram and eBay all through PayPal, I did a gross and a net for both of them. And so my gross for the 2 of them was $640. In fees, I paid a total of $143.57. And so my net for eBay and Instagram combined was $496.43. Pretty dang good. And so for the whole week, all the platforms, everything, my gross was $1,517. In fees, I paid $318.97, and that left me with a grand total of $1,198.03. That, my dudes, is a good week for Mr. Nick. And so I am very happy with that. I'm very happy with my sales. I'm blessed to have so many people who support me, and I would be so happy if you support me by subscribing to my channel and following along on my journey on Instagram. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. It helps me out on YouTube, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.